Today I'm going to be talking about my Grandpa Bodie. Here's a picture of him in my graduation. I think my Grandpa Bodie is the greatest human ever. When I was younger, I used to play sports a lot, and he taught me almost everything I know about him. My grandpa grew up a big sports guy himself, and used to play baseball with a former Cincinnati Reds player. They would hit baseballs over a water tower on Boudneau Avenue, which is in Westwood, which is the west side of Cincinnati. My grandpa was my favorite person ever because he always inspires me to try my hardest at everything and always put others in front of myself. When my grandpa has a willpower like I've never heard of or I've never seen. He was always pushed as a child to try harder in school and be more like his younger brother. Didn't really help though, made him try less and not be like anything. He did turn it around though, and with the willpower, got on track, graduated elder, and then went on to be a meat cutter for 40 years at Kroger's. It's always been his goal to have a better life for his kids than what he was raised up to be. And he was able to do that even though he was a single parent of 4 children because of the willpower. When my mother was pregnant with my oldest sister, Michaela, my dad gave up smoking because he wanted to see her life and didn't want to run the risk of getting a cancer and cutting it short. And my grandpa, for the same reasons, quit that day. Smoking and lung cancer has always been a big problem in my family. Last November, my grandma Sandy passed away from lung cancer. They used to be married. They would smoke 2 packs a day easily. And instead of quitting cold turkey, he took the cigarettes, threw them out the window, and said he was done. Hasn't smoked since. He did a similar thing to alcohol when he was having heart problems a few years ago. The doctor told him he could drink 2 beers a day, and he has not drank a single sip of alcohol since 2012 because of this. My grandpa has an unheard of willpower to do what's right and do what's best, to be the best version of himself, and it doesn't matter what he's doing, especially if it's something for his family. Countless times he puts his family first and has suffered dearly for it, but it's never stopped him from doing it and thinking that's what's right to do. My grandpa will do anything for his family. A few years ago, my Aunt Tina lost her home. Happened twice actually, and with open arms he welcomed her back home. She didn't really thank him for it though, simply used him, treated him like dirt, never thanked him at all. Living with my Aunt Tina stressed him out so much that he had to go to the doctors because it was the same problem he had to give up drinking alcohol with. His heart was skipping beats and beating faster than normal. I asked if he would do it again, and he said yes, he'd do it tomorrow if she needed it. It doesn't matter what it is, it's always there for his family. And like I said, my grandma Sandy and my grandpa, they got divorced almost 30 years ago, and they were not able to be in the same room together up until the day she died in November. A few years back though, she was diagnosed with lung cancer for the first time, and I actually had to take one of her lungs out. And my Uncle Tim wanted to go see her probably for the last time. She did live on for a few more years, and he drove 16 hours just for him to see her. He sat in the hotel the whole trip just so his son could go see his mom one more time. He always believed that it's something important, they didn't get along, but that's still his mother, so it's still very important that they see each other. He knew how close our family was and didn't want to lose that opportunity. My Grandpa Bodie is my favorite person ever because he always gets me to do my best. From a very young age, I learned that family was the most important thing. He inspires me to always do my best. Big reason I went to the high school I went to was just to make him proud because of everything he's done for me.